2027. The secret power moves already shaping Nigeria's next election. Good evening and welcome to CORPERNEWS. Tonight we break down what is really happening in Nigeria's political space ahead of the 2027 general elections. No rumors, no social media noise, just verified developments as of early March 2026. Let's begin with the opposition. The rise of the opposition coalition. In May 2025, a major political realignment began. A group known as the National Opposition Coalition adopted the African Democratic Congress (ADC) as its main platform to challenge the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) in 2027. Several high-profile politicians joined or aligned with ADC. Peter Obi left the Labour Party at the end of 2025 and declared his intentions to run for government under ADC. He continues to promote competence, production-driven economics, and anti-corruption reforms. His supports, widely known as obedience, are now integrating into ADC structures across states. On the other hand, Atiku Abubakar also exited the PDP and joined ADC. He has made it clear that he intends to contest for the party's presidential ticket. Rotimi Amaechi joined the coalition in 2025. Other prominent figures, including David Mark and several former governors and lawmakers. Now, the goal of this coalition is simple: unite the opposition and defeat the APC in 2027. Similar to how opposition parties merged in 2015 to remove the PDP from power. But here are the cracks. There are serious disagreements over who should get the presidential tickets. Some supporters insist on zoning to the south. Others argue for an open contest. If Atiku wins the ticket, some fear youth supporters of Obi may feel sidelined. If Obi wins, some northern power blocks may feel excluded. Peter Obi has proposed serving only one four-year term, if elected, possibly as a compromise. However, tensions still remain. Tinubu and the APC's position, President Bola Tinubu is widely expected to seek re-election under the APC. The party has also already positioned him as its candidate. The APC holds a strong advantage, actually, like the federal incumbency power, several defections from opposition governors into APC, control across many states despite economic hardship and public protests over cost of living. Analysts say that the fragmented opposition may benefit from Tinubu's re-election chances. The Electoral Act controversy. Now to one of the most sensitive issues, the Electoral Act amendments. The new Electoral Act, recently signed into law in February 2026, introduces key changes. Electronic transmission of results will now be primary. However, the manual forms may serve as backup if network failures occur. Wow. Opposition parties, including ADC and others, have rejected that amendment. They argue it could weaken transparency and increase risks of manipulation. The presidency and INEC, however, insist the law strengthens the system and fixes previous transmission problems. Civil society groups remain divided, raising questions about trust and credibility ahead of 2027. Now let's look at the INEC, the changes in election timetable. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has also revised the election timetable. Originally, the presidential election was scheduled for February 20, 2027. It has now been moved earlier to January 16, 2027. Governorship elections were also shifted forward by about 5 weeks. Party primaries are expected around May 2026, and INEC has proposed a budget of 873 billion naira to conduct the elections. Opposition parties have expressed concerns about the timetable shift, viewing it as part of broader trust issues. Now, several opposition governors have defected to APC, shrinking the base of traditional opposition parties. youth political energy, especially among OP supporters, remain strong. But the coalition unity remains very uncertain. As of March 2026, Nigeria is entering the primary season. Party conventions, internal battles, and possible further defections could significantly reshape the race before campaigns fully begin later this year. So what is the bottom line? The 2027 election is shaping up as a contest between incumbent strength and structure versus opposition unity and momentum. But one key factor sits at the center of it all: trust in electoral process. As developments unfold, the political landscape could shift quickly. For now, one thing is very clear: the battle for 2027 has already begun. There you have it. You're watching CORPERNEWS, where headlines meet verified contests. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. I am Favor Gina Uboniachukwu.